I moved here because I needed quiet. I'd been living in the city for years. I couldn't take it anymore. The noise, the constant movement, people shouting in the hallways, car alarms at night. Even when it was silent, it never felt still. My nerves were shot. I'd wake up at every sound. So when I found a small top-floor apartment on the edge of town, it felt like a way out. It was old, but solid. Just a single door, in and out. The landlord said it had been empty for a while. That sounded perfect to me. The first few nights were fine. Peaceful, even. The hum of the refrigerator was the only sound. I didn't even mind that the floorboards creaked when I walked. I felt alone in a good way, like I could finally breathe again. Then one morning, I woke up to find the front door open. It wasn't all the way, just enough that the latch wasn't caught. I stood there, staring at it. I always locked the door before bed, always. But maybe I was tired. Maybe I forgot. I shut it and locked it again. That night, I double-checked. I remember tugging the handle twice, just to be sure. The next morning, it was open again. Same angle, same quiet little gap. I started to feel uneasy, but I tried to be rational. I even left my phone pointed at the door one night, recording. At 3:11 a.m., I woke up to the sound of the lock turning. It wasn't loud, just a soft, deliberate click. My heart was pounding so hard I could hear it in my ears. I didn't move. I just stared at the door until it was light outside. When I checked the video later, the door never moved. But between two frames, the lock was in a different position. I called the landlord. He said it was probably the old lock mechanism and offered to replace it. He gave me a new key. I felt stupid for even mentioning it. That night, I left the key in the inside slot. It's supposed to block the keyhole, so no one can unlock it from the outside. I thought that would help me sleep. At 3:11, I woke up again. The door was still closed. Everything looked fine, but when I went to check, the key was gone. I found it in the kitchen sink. I moved out the next morning. The new place was smaller, but newer. Fresh paint, new locks, clean floors. It should have felt safe. But the first night, I woke up again at 3:11. The door was unlocked. The second night, it happened again. I didn't even try to sleep the third night. I stayed up and watched the door. At 3:11, the bolt turned. I heard it clearly. No movement around it, no footsteps, no pressure on the handle. Just the bolt, sliding open on its own. I left the apartment the next day. I went to stay with my friend Marissa in another city. I didn't tell her everything, just said I'd been having trouble sleeping and needed to get out for a bit. She was happy to help. We spent the evening watching a movie and talking. We went to bed around midnight. At 3:11, the noise came again. Marissa heard it too. We got up and were listening. The sound came from her front door this time. That same quiet, metallic click. She went to check, still half asleep. The deadbolt was turned open. She laughed it off at first, said maybe the metal expanded from the heat, but I could see her hand shaking when she turned it back. The next morning, she told me she slept fine after that. I didn't, because I heard it again. Not loud, not constant, just a single sound, the lock turning from the inside. After that, I stopped trying to explain it. I didn't bother changing cities anymore. It doesn't matter where I go. Hotels, rentals, friends' houses. It's always the same time. 3:11 a.m. Every night, the same sound. Sometimes it's the door. Sometimes it's a window latch. Once, It was the bathroom cabinet, the kind that clicks when it closes. Always 311. Always that slow mechanical sound. I used to film it, but I don't anymore. There's no point. Every video looks the same. Nothing moves, nothing changes. But the sound is there, so I stopped recording. Then I stopped locking the door. That didn't stop it either. The sound still comes. I still wake up. Lately, there's something else too. Right before it happens, the air changes. I can feel it. The temperature doesn't drop exactly, but the air feels heavier, harder to breathe. The silence gets so deep, it's like my ears are ringing. And then I hear it, breathing. In the room. It's close, always behind me. It matches my breathing, slow and steady. When I hold my breath, it stops too. The first time that happened, I almost screamed, but I didn't. I just lay there, frozen, waiting. After a few seconds, I had to breathe again. And when I did, it started again too. Now it happens almost every night. I've tried leaving lights on, opening the door, sleeping on the couch. It doesn't matter. The sound always finds me. Sometimes I think I can hear it, testing other doors in the building. One by one. Soft clicks in the distance, moving closer. It's worse when I travel. I used to think leaving home might break the pattern, but it follows. Different locks, different cities. It doesn't matter. It's like something learned how to find me. Once, in a hotel room, I tried to beat it. I stayed up all night, lights on, sitting in a chair facing the door. I watched the clock tick past 3, past 3:10, and at 3:11, nothing. I almost laughed. I thought maybe I'd imagined all of it. Maybe it really was stress. Then I heard it. Not the door, the bathroom mirror cabinet. It had closed itself. Now, I just wait for it. Every night. There's no fighting it anymore. The moment I hear that sound, the quiet, patient click, my heart starts racing, and I lie there listening until it's over. I don't know what it wants, or why it follows me. I don't think it's trying to hurt me, but it wants me to know it's there. I can feel it watching sometimes. It's not a presence exactly, more like awareness in the room, like something invisible that leans closer when I'm too still. And the breathing, it's closer every time. Sometimes I wake up with my back against the wall, just to make sure nothing's behind me. Sometimes I'll wake up sitting, like I fell asleep trying to stay alert. Last night, I didn't sleep at all. I just waited. At 3:11, the sound came again. But this time, the door didn't unlock. It opened, just a few inches. I could see the hallway light bleeding through the gap. Nothing moved. The air was thick and cold. I sat there staring until the light flickered out and the door slowly shut itself again. I didn't move for the rest of the night. Now I keep thinking about something stupid. What if it's not a door unlocking at all? What if it's not opening to something, but from something? Like the sound isn't the start of something coming in. It's the sound of something leaving. And maybe it only leaves once I'm awake to hear it. The story ends here. But what it leaves behind stays. Some things don't wait for us to believe in them. They just keep happening. Thanks for watching No Sleep Tonight. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It truly helps this channel grow and keep these stories from the dark side coming. I'll see you in the next video, and until then, sleep well.